Friends, we know that Ukrainians desperately want peace. But let us be clear, it was not Ukraine who ended peace in the first place.
It's the 22nd of February 2025 and Ukraine supporters have gathered by the statue of St Volodymyr in London, who made Christianity the official religion of the nation. The Russians invaded on the 24th of February 2022 and will be marching to the Russian embassy.
My name is Alona and I'm from Ukraine.
And where have you come from to get here today?
In UK I live in Folkestone.
Okay, and where were you in Ukraine?
My native city is Donetsk. I was born and grew there, but it's occupied since 2014. So I lived in Kharkiv and I left Ukraine from Kharkiv 3 years ago.
Why have you come along today?
I would like to support all Ukrainian people and to show solidarity with all my friends, all our soldiers who protect us in Ukraine on the front lines and died there and became injured there every day and every hour. And also I would like to thank all UK people and everyone who supports Ukraine all around the world. I stay with solidarity with them.
America seems to have changed its approach very recently over the last month or two.
Yes, and it looks like America has found a new friend in Russia and want to be friends with another genocider. And it's their problem, not ours. So they should stand for freedom and for their so-called values, which Ukraine really fights for, and which are forgotten in the USA now.
Keir Starmer is going to meet Donald Trump soon. What should he say to Donald Trump?
I would say, Donny, go to Putin, have fun, but go the fuck away of Ukraine. Yeah.
Should British troops go to Ukraine?
I think it's important to provide a lot of artillery, a lot of missiles, everything. Like, we are protecting our land, and we need to have support right here, right now. And we needed 3 years ago, and we needed in 2014. I don't think troops will help. It's great UK troops helps to train Ukrainian troops here in the UK.
Russia is a terrorist state! 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 Russia is a terrorist state!
I'm Paul. I just live half a mile from here. I feel very strongly about what's happened to Ukraine, and I'm very upset with Mr. Trump, who's letting them down.
And what do you hope will happen? What do you hope the outcome will be?
Well, obviously I would love it if Mr. Trump would change his mind and we'd have a united NATO response. But right now it doesn't look like that's going to happen, so Europe has to quickly, I'm afraid, come to its senses and do what Poland's doing. I'm afraid aim towards 5% of GDP spent on defence. No one wants it, but that's what I guess we have to do.
America does seem to have changed its mind completely in the last month or so.
Completely. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Trump, who some of us, including me, are not fans of, but, you know, even before the election, he was clear he wanted to do this magic deal he talked about, but he never talked about the extent to which he wants to reset relations, and effectively America almost withdrawing from NATO, de facto.
Keir Starmer will meet Donald Trump soon. What should he say to Donald Trump?
Well, I hope he's not too sycophantic. You know, everybody's got a very difficult job here, and I'm disappointed in the newspapers today that Mrs. Meloni of Italy has decided not to go with the G7 in criticising Russia and sort of standing aside. Everybody's nervous about criticising Trump, but sometimes we have to speak truth to power. If Sir Keir Starmer is hoping for a trade deal, unfortunately that will definitely, knowing Mr. Trump, come at the expense of closer relations with Europe, which at this time I think we need.
Should British troops go to Ukraine?
Well, reluctantly, somehow, yes. But obviously, over the last 15 years or so, manpower's been depleted substantially. But it's a very difficult situation. I mean, Poland, who really are on the front line, don't want to participate. So I would hope that if Britain put 10,000 in and a few other countries put 50,000 in, that might be a bare minimum. But even if we put 10,000, you have to have 10,000 in reserve to be ready to replace them and things like that. It's no small matter.
My name's Gay.
And where have you come from?
I've come from Wimbledon.
Why have you come along today?
For a variety of reasons that I think coalesce very well. I don't think that one country should be seizing territory from another country. And this doesn't apply to just Putin anymore. This also applies to Donald Trump. I think it's very dangerous for world stability, world peace and people's welfare. And I'm old enough to say, well, it won't affect my life, but it will very definitely affect my children and grandchildren, and we have a responsibility to make our feelings about it known. And yes, more than that, I mean, is just a development of those arguments about people's freedom, about democracy, and about justice for human beings.
So what do you hope will happen?
I am hoping that Ukraine will get its lost territory back, and that aggression will stop, and that Donald Trump will back down.
There does seem to have been a big change in the American approach over the last month or so.
Dramatic and drastic, really. Although I did hear this morning, I don't know if this is true because I didn't have time to check it out, that Donald Trump had now said he agreed that Russia had invaded Ukraine, not the other way around.
What should Keir Starmer say to Donald Trump next week?
I think he should be very firm with him about what the UK's position is about Ukrainian sovereignty and about the fact that Europe will unite to protect Ukraine and also to protect Ukraine and the rest of Europe from Donald Trump's aggressive intentions.
Should British troops go to Ukraine?
That's a tricky question. I think that European troops, including British troops, should go to Ukraine because I think this is a kind of pan-continental issue.
Keep working. There's a lot more people standing against Russian imperialism, so that we can all stand in front of the embassy together against imperialism, against occupation, against the genocide.
We have only one outcome, and we need only one outcome: full deoccupation and victory. Otherwise, we are in progress of genocide, and we will be killed.